This race may have been remembered for the 100-year flood that showed up during the race, but one of the things that was really shining during this event was the Castrol Ford GT throwback that raced at the Rolex 24 this past January. Let me tell you something. TSM produced a great looking model here. TSM was the one who made this 1/43rd scale model. I actually got this from this place called Burbank House of Hobbies. I believe my friend David is the one who recommended me for it. I actually paid 77 bucks for this. You can see right there. It was 86. I paid 77 for it. They offered a great deal on this one, so it was an easy pickup for me. It was something that I could not refuse at all. So definitely is a great looking model, let me tell you that. I actually took it out of the box yesterday to get this over, and we're ready to review this today as is. So this is a very awesome looking model. I did not get the 66 version of this. They ran the 66, which had the Motorcraft livery, and you had the 67, which ran the Castrol livery. I picked the Castrol one over the Motorcraft one because I was just like, wait a minute, you know, that one was one of my personal favorites. I have to absolutely get this car. So this is perfect here. And one thing I want to go over here is that this car, TSM really goes out with their packaging here. They have 3 layers of casing here. They have a plastic case which surrounds the car. They have an outer casing here where it says TSM model. As you can see right here as well, this is all part of the outer casing. And surrounding that is all plastic. The plastic can be pulled out like that, and you can go right inside. So it does take a while for the plastic to come off of it. I mean, I'm not too familiar with how, of course, you know how these things operate and how I properly open these things. So what we're going to do here is we're going to cut the video short, and let's see if we can get this open out of the first layer of the packaging. So that's completed, and now we got ourselves the car itself, and this is pretty cool here. You know, we got a nice little packaging here from this company. I mean, they really seem to go all out with this. I mean, they got an outer layer here where it says TSM model, and of course this is scale miniatures underneath it. And let's see here, the TSM model logo here as well, and it's got a nice white, red, and black packaging. And of course TSM model back here, and of course you got all the copyright stuff underneath here, and it shows you what model the car is and all that good stuff. And of course this is a collector's model. It is not recommended for children at all. So what we do here now is we slide this thing out of its packaging here. Let's see here how we do this. Right here, let's see, there we go. Slide her out, and there's your third layer right there. What's cool about this layer of packaging here is the base here is actually styrofoam. That's one thing about TSM models. They really went all out with their quality here as far as packing the car is concerned. This is the plastic case that surrounds it, and all we got to do here, slip her off there very gently. Let's do that. Let's put this off to the side so we don't damage it or whatsoever. And here we go. Here is the 67 Castrol Ford GT right in front of us. The base itself, like I just said earlier, is not plastic, excuse me, styrofoam, and on top of it is a nice little hard plastic onto it. So this is a very nicely detailed thing they got going on here. I mean, this is just an absolute beauty, let me tell you this. It is without a doubt my favorite livery from the Rolex this year, but this past year, kind of, well, depending on when you're watching this video, if it's towards the new year or not already, well, that's a fail. But, you know, this is very cool. I mean, I'm glad they actually made this. This is a very nicely detailed model. I could not believe how much detail exactly went into this sucker. I mean, we had the Spark model review recently, and I think that this kind of rivals Spark. I mean, they really did an outstanding job with this one. So let's see, let's do a 360 view with this car. I mean, my God, this is an absolute beast here. What an incredible model from these guys. I mean, they did an outstanding job. Let's see here. Let's go zoom out here. Let's go to the back of the car. The back of the car is what I always love about the Ford GTs. Look how mean that looks. That looks just aggressive as all hell. And there we go. So what we'll go over here now is, this is a very cool throwback. I mean, I gotta admit, it is my personal favorite one. Very cool. just outstanding. It was very rare to see, when the Ford GTs were around, to see actual sponsorship beyond the cars. But I'm glad that Castrol and Motorcraft was by Ford. But this is a really cool livery by Castrol here. They did an outstanding job, and I'm glad that we got another Spark model, TSM model made out of this one. So let's see here. The base comes with a little saying here. It says GT, Ford GTLM, it's number 67, 2019, Rolex 24 hours, Ford Chip Ganassi Racing, USA. That is also because they had a UK team which competed over in WEC. So let's see here. We got IMSA, and we got the little toe logos there. Let's see here. We can put this down maybe on a much more flatter level there. There we go. So you got IMSA. You got the toe logo. You got the EcoBoost logos on both sides. The Castrol logos on both sides. We got the WeatherTech logo. We got the Michelin Endurance Cup logo. WeatherTech logo. We got WeatherTech Sports Car Championship. Got 67. Got Ford. Let's see here. On this side we have Michelin. Got the Michelin tires. Got the Ford Chip Ganassi Racing logo. Got 67. Of course, you got the standard IMSA logos for the GTLM class. They were colored red last year. They'll be colored red again this year. Castrol IHG Rewards Club. The drivers of this car were Ryan Briscoe, Richard Westbrook, and Scott Dixon. Those guys drove the car. Sorry about that camera shake there, people. Had to readjust myself there. Let's see here. We got Sparco, DSSY, Bremco, and Exalta. GTLM, got the scoring monitor. Ford, got the IMSA 50 logo. Michelin, VP Racing Fuels, got the Michelin logo again. GT, got the Powered by Ford EcoBoost logo on the rear wing. On the back of the car we have Ford EcoBoost, 67 GTLM, got the little toe logo there as well, and got another Ford EcoBoost logo. Sit this down here. This camera works awful today, I tell you guys. Sorry about that. And this side the same as the left. So, the main colors of this car are white, green, and red. And that's pretty much the standard colors for all the Castrol cars, if you've seen most of them throughout the racing industry. They are fantastic looking design cars, and this one is definitely, and I mean definitely, no exception. What a beauty this one is, and I'm so glad that it actually came in and we'll be able to review it. Absolutely outstanding model by TSM. Great job by these guys. So let's see here. The livery starts off with a black splitter. Then the front bumper has different colors to it. It has a white stripe, a green stripe, a white stripe, red stripe, and then it's all white above that. On top of that, you got a nice little mesh of green on the centerpiece here, and it goes around the air ducts, goes right towards the front windshield, and of course you got the red stripes here. The red stripes kind of stop by the driver's windshield, but over to this side, you got the red stripe kind of stopping by where the 67 is. It supposedly continues, but the Castrol logo completely interrupts it, and it goes right past the air intake here, kind of a little aerodynamic piece here. Let's see if we can show you better detail there. There you go. You can kind of see that. Look at that detail. I mean, that's just incredible how they will put that much into it. Goes right through that little centerpiece there, and it continues all the way to the side of the car. Better show you. There she is right there. That is incredible. Incredible detail. Underneath that, you got a green stripe, and you got another green stripe going surrounding the left side of the car, and sandwiched between all those is all white stripes. The roof of the car's got a nice green stripe to it. That's very nice. And of course, we'll see the back bumper. Back bumper's all got a nice green back bumper to it. And you see the paint's delivery continue all the way to the back of the car. Got the little exhaust pipes. Those look absolutely beautiful. And the side the same as the left. So one more time, let's do a 360 view of this car. Here's the left side. Here's the front of the car. Here's the right side. There's the back. And that's about it. So here we go. You know, if I had to make a personal recommendation for this car, I would absolutely recommend it. You know, this gets a perfect score out of me. If you had to pick between the 66 or the 67 Ford GT, I would personally go with the 67. Stunning. Beautiful. It's gorgeous. It's got all those qualities to this car. And I'm so glad I was able to pick it up and review this sucker. Really fantastic model. Absolutely worth the money I paid for this car. And I'm hoping that you guys do the same. Comment, like, and subscribe. And this is Race Daytona reminding you to join the fight to stop bullying. It gets better. All the Diecast Kid is saying is give peace a chance.